We're back. The NBA is wrapping up the All-Star weekend, and the Sixers play the Celtics on the 20th. So we have like 2 days to brace ourselves for this disastrous season. But today, I want to talk about Paul George and how much of a loser he has been. I mean, injury after injury, right? He tweaks his ankle, he tweaks his knee, and then he tweaks his pinky. All right? All in like 1 month. And then this guy puts up 2 points in the last game, 14-12, 14-9, and then didn't play for a whole week before, right? It's sad at this point, right? And we talk trash about Tobias Harris, right? We hated on Tobias Harris for 5 years straight. And Tobias Harris has produced more, right? He was more of a leader than Paul George is. He was a better shooter somehow. He was a better defender. He was better at everything. He was more consistent. He was reliable. It's actually crazy that I'm defending Tobias Harris. Look at Tobias Harris's numbers in the past week, in the past couple of games. And you compare him to Paul George, it's actually sad. Tobias Harris is a better player than Paul George. Guys, we were wrong. We were wrong. And honestly, if he somehow, for the rest of the season, is amazing, right? He averages 30 points for the rest of the season, I don't care. Because he played so poorly in the first half of the season that why I don't even want to root for the Sixers. I don't want to root for us anymore. That's how bad Paul George was. And literally, the games where he did not play, we look like a better team. The Sixers are better without Paul George. It's actually insane. When Embiid was down, when Paul George was down, we lost games, yes. But I think we found the momentum, right? Nick Nurse finally found lineups, right? And I think the problem was you can't play Kyle Lowry and Reggie Jackson, right, together with Eric Gordon. It's dumb. Why are you going to have an all-guard lineup? Well, not all-guard, but you have 3 guards who are over 33 years old. Like, let that sink in. And they're not over 6'5". Like, Nick Nurse, right, he figured out. He figured out that problem, right? So he played a Ricky Council, right? He got minutes. Justin Edwards is starting now, and he's playing well. And these guys are playing good minutes, playing good defense, athleticism. It's crazy how Nick Nurse just realized that, right? But he's coming off of the Raptors where he had athletic, lengthy guys all over the court. And Embiid, you're not running away from any criticism today, all right? Embiid has been the worst leader I feel like I've ever seen out of any Philadelphia sports franchise, okay? I can't name a worse leader who's supposed to be your franchise guy. And this guy is getting called out by Tyrese Maxey in the beginning of the season for not showing up to games, not showing up to practices, being late for everything. And then he pushes a reporter and gets sidelined for games because he shoved a reporter. And yes, the reporter was an a-hole, yes. But that doesn't mean you can push someone. Like, our leader, Joel Embiid, man, horrible this season. Right? Him and Paul George, horrible, disastrous seasons. Right? And now we have to listen to this BS that Joel Embiid has to get surgery this offseason. Right? Like, why not get surgery now? And I'm going to keep saying this until he gets the surgery. Get the surgery now. I don't want to watch you play limping every single game. He's limping every game. And they're saying he needs surgery. Get the surgery. Why are you making your leg worse? Like, it makes no sense, right? And especially for the owners and for the people who work for the Sixers. This guy is playing with a broken leg that needs surgery. Or whatever is broken. I don't know. He needs surgery, so something's not right. Why are you letting him play? Why aren't you telling him, yo, we got to get the surgery now so you can play next year, so you can play the years after, sorry. Like, you guys are paying him. You guys are the ones paying him money. Do you really want him to miss years and years, constantly not being able to play back-to-backs? Us missing the playoffs because he can't play? Right? And guys, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Joel Embiid is going to play the rest of this season, right? This is why I think it's going to happen, and it's going to just piss me off, all right? He's going to play the rest of the season. We're probably going to barely make the playoffs. We probably make it, and we lose in the first round again because Embiid's limping every game. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, right? And then he's going to have to get surgery in the offseason, right? And then he's going to miss half the season the following season, right? But when you think about it, he can just get a surgery now, right? He'll be good in the offseason probably, right? or maybe he's recovering in the offseason. He can get in shape, get conditioned, and then he's able to play the rest of the full season next year. Or maybe not the full. What's Embiid, right? He's probably going to play, 50 out of the 82. But that's not bad. All right, that's it for my rant for Embiid. It's just stupid at this point, right? I feel like no other team really has to deal with this besides the Clippers, maybe with Kawhi. But this is getting to a point where it's unwatchable, right? Tyrese Maxey's the only bright spot on the team, and he has been for the last 3 seasons. We had faith in Embiid. I had faith in Embiid at least for the past 3 seasons. I thought he was going to get us over the hump, but now I don't think so. And especially with us missing on free agency, getting Paul George, who is looking like a bum, right? I don't even know what you can trade for Paul George, right? So at this point, Sixers stock is lowering and lowering, and we're not getting better. But yeah, for this video, I just wanted to rant about Paul George and Embiid. These are our leaders who never show up when we need it, our leaders who constantly get hurt. It's getting to a point, man. All right, this is going to be the end of this video, but I will be back for the Celtics game. Peace out.